What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Kaz at the ball, bringing you more Infinite Magicraid content, and today we have 3 new heroes to discuss. We're not going to go through the patch notes. We did that yesterday. If you missed that video, then check out my channel from yesterday and you go and view that one. But we do have 3 new heroes. One is a Geeliman, the other is Mamuk, and the other is Anton. Okay, I haven't fully gone through these, so we're going to go through these together, and I'm going to be like, I'll probably pause a little bit and be like, okay, well, what the hell does that mean? But I normally do that. You're used to that by now. It's just my old brain trying to tick over to think what's what. Okay, so we're going to get into the video. We're going to have a little discussion about these. And the first one up is a Geeliman. And it's a Legend Hero Wizard's Eye faction, which should be pretty good, because it's a support hero. And it's a blue mark as well. Will be good for Faction Abyss, I'm sure. Mind you, I haven't even read it yet, so I don't even know what I'm on about. It's a support hero. Okay, so let's have a discussion. Power of Knowledge deals attack damage to a single enemy with a chance to inflict resistance buff for 1 turn. Hey, this being on a basic is actually pretty nice, especially if he's paired with likes of Ben Alston, meaning we can, well, mind you, it doesn't matter, that's pointless because we have Ben Alston doing res buff, so yeah, no use for that. Maybe on a counter attack it'd be handy though. Grants self 1 layer of arcane afterwards. I don't know what arcane is, but bursting in knowledge transfers all arcane owned by self to wisdom runestone, and additionally generates 4 wisdom runestones. Wait, so it transfers all arcane owned to self, or owned by self, to wisdom runestone, and additionally generates 4 wisdom runestones. Shoots all the wisdom runestones afterwards. Okay, but how many arcane convert into 4? Wait. So if it's going to be interesting to see how many we can stack of these of arcane before using this skill, because we could get a ton of wisdom runestones, right? And shoots all the wisdom runestones afterwards. Runestones prioritize the main target when attacking and switch to attack the enemy target with the lowest health when the main target dies. Okay, that's kind of cool. Each wisdom runestone deals attack damage. Okay, but my concern here is it's a support hero. It's not an attacking hero, which means the damage isn't going to be huge, right? It's a support hero. It's not an attacking hero. Bit of a conflict of interest here. Incessant chatter. Hey, it sounds a bit like me. Okay, Geeliman reflects the silence effect to the inflictor, which means a Cinder, etc. is going to be annoyed by this. Removes 1 random buff from an enemy whenever the attribute debuff on this enemy is cleansed. Geeliman has a chance to grant self 1 layer of arcane when the buff is successfully removed from the target, up to 5 layers. Now, does that mean we can gain 5 arcane? We'll find out tomorrow when we actually see the stats on the hero. Intellectual Prison deals attack damage to all enemies and removes all buffs from them, with a chance to reduce their speed by 40% for 2 turns. Hello. This is sexy. I like this. This is huge for tower. Massive for tower. Absolute humongous. PvP as well. That speed down is huge. You know, Elena shows how strong that is. Hey, wait, we've been sharing about Ruin, right? Imagine Ruin, and then this dude paired up, Geeliman, removing all the buffs. Ruin's deducted their turn meter, and then we're throwing speed down on them as well. Mind you, it's pretty much like Elena, isn't it? Tomb of Knowledge increases the number of wisdom runestones additionally generated by bursting knowledge from 4 to 6, and all the wisdom runestones have an additional 40% piercing rate. That's big. That's a lot of piercing rate. That's 40% ignore defense, guys. Level 2 refreshes the cooldown of bursting knowledge if Geeliman has 4 or more layers of arcane at the beginning of her turn, or grants self 2 layers of arcane if Geeliman has no or less has none or less, then 4 layers of arcane. This is a nice boost. This level 2 exclusive. Level 3, Geeliman additionally casts bursting knowledge once after casting Intellectual Prison. A really interesting support hero. We need to find out more on this guy, this chick actually, because it's a woman, sorry, tomorrow, and I'll do another video tomorrow about this, and we'll have a look at the stats, etc., the damage multipliers and stuff like that. But reading it off the bat, it looks pretty good. I'm just concerned because it reads more like a damage hero when it's a support hero, and how much damage is going to be done. So moving on. to Mamuk. Now, there's been a lot of talk about Mamuk, and I have briefly read his skills. Not hugely though, so we're going to go more in depth now. He is a legend quality hero. He is from Eternal Sector, which is very nice, especially pairing up with... Wait, Quinlan is Eternal Sector, yes? Quinlan and Agatha, I believe, who are both Eternal Sector. He's a defense type hero, and you've probably seen yesterday, Rice Combo is probably going to say, well, Kazak, there you go, here's a tank hero for you. You're right. He is Green Mark. His first ability is Hammer Shield Combo. Deals 2 stages of defense damage each to a single enemy, the first stage of which has a chance to reduce the target's attack by 40% for 2 turns. And the second stage has a chance to inflict Horrify on the enemy for 1 turn. It's nice to reduce their attack by 40%. And the Horrify is also very nice, especially when we're pairing this dude up with the likes of Counterattack and Ben Austin. Ben Austin gets a big mention all the time now. Brashly Torn. Mamuk grants Self, Torn, and Immortal for 2 turns and increases all ally speed by 40% for 2 turns. Now, when this is grants Self, Torn, does that mean that everyone has to attack him, similar to HAL 9000? So instead of buffing HAL, the robot dude, the Robocop, they've just made this guy much, much better. Taunt and Immortal is huge. You would need the likes of Slavel to nuke through that Immortal, I guess. So 2 turns and increases all ally speed by 40% for 2 turns. This is really nice second ability. Refreshing. Mamuk is immune to Freeze, Stun, and Hypnotize. Mamuk grants any ally a shield for 2 turns if the ally takes single skill damage that is above pass of maximum health or is inflicted with any of Freeze, Stun, or Hypnotize. Cooldown 2 turns for each ally. What? This is a separate... That can't be right. That can't be right. That can't be like each separate hero has a 2-turn cooldown. That must be like it stacks, right? Right, wrong? Left, right, up, down. I think I may be wrong. But if this is like each hero has a 2-turn cooldown, that's absolutely insane. Energy Snatch steals all buffs, except attribute buffs from all enemies, deals defense damage to all enemies, and extends the duration of all buffs on self by 1 turn. Excuse me. This dude, I'm telling you, this dude, looking so good. Looking so good. He is a counter to a lot of heroes, especially Santa right now. But is he? A counter to Santa? He's giving us 40% speed. He's taunting. He's immortal. He's attack down and horrify. He's immune to any kind of CC. He's also shielding allies. Wow. Okay. Well, I need to know if this is like a cooldown for each hero alone, because that is friggin' nutty if that's the case. Stealing all buffs is insane. Deals defense damage to all enemies and extends the duration of all buffs on self by 1 turn is massive. Mana, shield, hammer. Okay, let's have a look at the exclusives, because this is where really a hero can become obsolete or insane. Okay, level 1, and these are long, so bear with me. Mamuk. Excuse me. Mamuk gains 1 layer of engulfing power for every 5% of maximum health lost after casting Brashly Taunt. That's his taunt, obviously, it's called that. Up to 12 layers. Wait, what's engulfing power? What is engulfing power? Maybe up to... Mamuk consumes all the engulfing power at the end of his 2nd turn after casting Brashly Taunt and restores part of health for all allies for each layer of engulfing power. Consumed or immediately consumes all the granted engulfing power to restore health for allies if Mamuk dies before this effect is triggered. I was so focused on saying engulfing power, I actually didn't read the skill. Okay, so he consumes all of the EP at the end of his 2nd turn after casting Brashly Taunt and restores part of health for all allies for how much? How much though? Consumed or immediately consumes all the granted engulfing power to restore health for allies if Mamuk dies before this. Wow. Okay, so if you are targeting him down, he's going to heal the allies as well. Level 2, Mamuk has an additional healing effect. Besides, Mamuk grants self extra max health cap by 30% of health of self-healing effect caps at 45% of maximum health cap at the beginning of the battle. I like this. Level 3. Whenever energy snatch steals one buff from an enemy, Mamuk absorbs a certain percentage of their maximum health, caps at 15% of his max health for each buff, or restores health for all allies if Mamuk's health percentage is 100% when absorbing. I mean, he's actually looking like we finally got a freaking tank in the game. It's actually looking like we've got a real tank who's actually going to do stuff in the game by self-taunting, making himself immortal, stealing buffs, speed up, attack down, horrify, shields galore, stealing buffs. I think I said that one already. And dealing defense damage. I like the look of him, but we need to wait. How good is he going to be? We need the multipliers. We need a bit more direction on these skills and exclusives on how they exactly work. So tomorrow we will find out more. Now is to the poor little epic Anton. And I haven't read him at all either. He looks like a transformer. He definitely looks like a transformer, right? He is an epic hero. He is of Holy Light Parliament. He is defense. And he is force. Just have a little read. Ruinous Swinging Strike. Deals attack damage to a single enemy with a chance to reduce 30% defense of the target for 2 turns. Trash. Unless it's upgrades to 60%. Bright Ahead. Restores all allies' health and increases their turn meters. How much is that going to increase their turn meters? This could be useful. Valiant Counterattack. Anton gains 1 layer of Valor at the beginning of each wave. Or at the start of his turn, Anton consumes 1 layer of Valor and inflicts stun on the attacker for 1 turn when the lost health caused by single direct damage exceeds a certain percentage of his maximum health. During the validity... Why can I not say that word? Oh my god! Validity. It's really tongue twisting. Validity. I give up. Period of Valor. I give up. Yeah, I do. This stun effect cannot be resisted nor cleansed. Besides, the same effect triggers when self takes fatal damage. This is a really nice passive. Very valid. Valid. How can I not put itty at the end of that? Validity. Okay. Sacred Shield grants all allies a shield based on Anton's max health for 2 turns. I assume this is going to be 40%, but we'll find out. We'll find out. He could be replacing... He could be very good for Tower as an epic. Iron Face Shield, level 1. Bright Ahead cleanses 3 layers of... Wow, he's replacing Liz. Cleanses 3 layers of damage over time debuffs from all allies, increasing all allies' turn meter for every 1 layer of dot debuff cleansed. This is dope. Level 2, Holy Light Shield. Additionally grants all allies consolidation 1. Oh, please make it 2. Level 3, increases the layers of Valor. Anton gains at the beginning of each wave to 3. Anton can only have up to 3 layers of Valor. Okay. But does Valor do anything other than, does he consume them to inflict a stun? He looks really good, actually. You know what? The epic introductions of heroes have been very good. I'm just seeing if there's anything we covered. We covered Allcaster yesterday. But this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting on Allcaster. I have a few ideas, but I think one of them has been ruined. So we'll find out. But I hope you're liking the look of a new hero. And do you think Mamuk is going to be the answer to Santa? Or a lot of other teams as well? Forcing heroes to attack him in arena. Speed up for our allies, immune to any CC, stealing buffs, other than attribute buffs. So healing as well. But on that note, I am Karzak the Bull. I apologise I could not say validity. Okay. I tried. I really tried. Make sure you click like, subscribe and comment below to help the channel grow. Take care everyone. Have a great day or evening wherever you are.